Hey there, Danny here. Welcome to my ramblings. 2 in one night! This just came to my head. So, I was watching a drama. I don't watch a lot of television, but when I when I go to bed, I tend to have shows that I've watched several different times because the voices are familiar, and then I'll go to sleep, but it's set up so then it doesn't play all night. It only plays for a period of time, and then I go to sleep, and then it goes away. But what I don't think people have caught on to, and this is something that has always perplexed me, is if you look at what we have playing on our televisions since probably the 90s, some in the 80s too. If we look at some of these shows, all of these shows, I should say, whether it's a drama or it's a comedy or even a game show, every single thing that I just said is drama. Whether we're laughing at a comedy sitcom that is talking about drama, they're making fun of it, so we're laughing about it. If you're watching a drama, that's all about drama. And if you're watching a game show, the competition is the drama. Now, even your sports is drama because it plots you against each other. But let me explain something to you. And if you think about this, all of these shows tell you that dysfunction, drama, and that this is all done out of love. Lying, cheating, all of these decisions that are made on these shows are out of love. But there's one problem that I don't understand why most people can't figure this out. If there are some of you that do know and think like I do, please come reach out. Because I'd like to know I'm not alone out here on this one. But think about it. None of those things are love. So we're being inundated with all of the things that aren't love. So we're addicted to the drama. We're addicted to it because we see it everywhere around us. If you look at the relationships and our divorce rates here in America, let's really look at it. It's all about drama. Nobody knows how to be loyal and have morals and values and respect for one another. There's no integrity anymore. It's all about, well, I loved you for 17 years and, oh, well, then you pissed me off and fuck you. That's not love. But it's okay. Because while you were mad and angry at your wife or your husband, the last couple of years of your marriage, or maybe the last 6 months or whatever, you found somebody that you loved. No, you didn't. You bonded with a new person over your anger. You went to another woman to get your emotional needs met because your wife wasn't doing what you wanted her to do. So you went to somebody else and you convinced your brain, or husband or wife, it doesn't matter either sex here, but you convince your brain that this person, oh, this is real love. Love is not drama. Love is not, I love you today, and then tomorrow you make me mad, and I'm going to go love somebody else. You do understand that we've gone away from God. Because God is love. That's what He is. Our society and our technology has got us stuck. And I don't want to say technology because I'm now going to switch it over to this. The truth is, when we only had the television, like I like to call it the idiot box, when we only had the idiot box and a radio, that's all we had. But technology, like real technology, like the internet and computers and smartphones and everything else, has started to open up our worlds. We want to look. The reason that they try to convince us that our technology and our technology getting better and everything else is a bad thing is because then you can't be controlled as easily. It's because then you will know what love is. You'll know what reality is. Not what they're shoving down your throat trying to tell you what you need to do. They have to keep you in dysfunction. You cannot control people who aren't living in dysfunction. Their eyes are open. They're on their walk with the Lord. They can see everything. They know these people are shady. They also know that none of these people who are being shady are going to heaven. They know that. That's why we just are like, okay, you people are idiots. I mean, really, it's that simple. So I don't quite understand how many other people out there think the same way. Does anybody? Am I alone in my thoughts on this? Reach out, let me know, because I'm really curious. I've been complaining about what we watch on TV, and I'm not saying I used to watch TV all the time. It wasn't until I was working a full-time job. My kids were in middle school. I was married at the time, and I was going to college full-time, and I had no time off. I did it for 18 months straight. I had a week off every 3 months, and that was it. It was nonstop. It was 3-4 nights a week, and it was my whole 18 months was just, there was no extra time. So I would try to fit any fun that I had in that 1 week every 3 months. And when I got done with college and I was working and I was living a really nice life, I had a house, I was married, my kids were doing well, life was going good. I owned a house, I had a couple of nice cars. I mean, I had my dream vehicle, a Jeep. My world was like perfect. It was everything that I had worked for. I was 35, and I remember sitting there after all of that and thinking to myself, what am I going to do now that I don't have school? I thought, I don't want to go back to sitting in front of that idiot box every night. How much time did I waste sitting in front of that idiot box before? And at the time, 2007 to 2009, they were raising the prices on the cable and everything else, and I was like, why are we even doing this? I had Hulu and I had Netflix, and I was like, why even waste my time? So I cut the cable cord, and I only did streaming. And I didn't have to watch commercials. Now I can watch shows without commercials. Okay, and because I don't have to tune in every Thursday night at 7:30 prime time to watch this show and see what happens, I have to wait a whole nother week. I can watch the show around my life. So I don't have time to watch anything for 2 weeks. I don't watch a damn thing for 2 weeks. But all of a sudden I got a day or two off, and I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like doing anything. I'll sit and binge watch a show. Sometimes I'll start watching a show, I'll get 2-3 episodes in, I'll be like, not feeling it. be done, and I'll come back to it, and it'll be still exactly where I left it off. And I thought, why would anybody pay for cable and have to watch all the rest of that stuff? What I'm trying to say to you is, you're stuck because they want you to be stuck. You have to be confused and in fear in order for them to control the masses. And once you realize this and you start your walk with the man upstairs, you don't care what they do because it doesn't really affect you. You're not watching the shows anymore, so you're not sucked into it. You're interacting with people on a whole different level than you were before because your walk with him, you're not sucked into the addiction of drama. And it takes you a minute to realize that, but once you start to realize that, you're like, oh my God, do other people know this? So reach out and let me know. Do other people know this? Anyways, have a good night, guys. And let us go back to bed. Grumpy old man, calm down though. Night, love ya.